This is living life behind bars.
All right, so this is the maiden voyage of the Suzuki with the new tires on it. And we're gonna see this new, so I've got the helmet with the new setup. I got a chin mount. So we're gonna see if this helps any, or if all you can hear is still wind noise. I'm thinking, since the camera is right in front of my mouth, you may be able to hear, but maybe not. So we're going to take a ride, and we're going to see what happens. And I'll be posting it as soon as I can get home and get it taken care of. So, since I got new tires, I have got to take it kind of easy, which is not a problem since I don't drive crazy anyway. Enjoy the ride. I'm hoping that I have the camera angled correctly. I couldn't really tell when I put it on. I thought it was up straight, and I tightened it down, so hopefully the wind doesn't blow it back. I know last time it was kind of high up, so hopefully this will be better. I got to make a mark on there so I'll know when I put it. As you can hear, this bike is nowhere near as loud as the Harley in the other 2 or 3 or 4 videos. So that might help, but I think the main problem is just the wind noise. I don't have the sock on. I'm going to try that after I put this, download it, and see how much noise this is. I'm going to try the sock. Hopefully, since this is right in front of my mouth, that's all I'll need to do, but we're going to find out. tires that I had weren't bad, but when I went to get it inspected last year, the guy told me that they probably wouldn't pass this year. So before the season got started, I wanted to go ahead and kind of get them swapped. And of course, if you saw the last video, you saw the burnout. Those of you that don't ride, you might have seen when two bikers, well, let me rephrase that. When two people on motorcycles meet each other, most of the time, I guess I would say a lot of the time to most of the time, they always do the two-finger down wave. That's just a sign of respect between people. They say back in the day, I guess when it came out with it, they said, you know, people on two wheels, just sign of respect. But then of course they came out with stripes, and then they came out with spiders, and so now the motorcycle people that have three wheels, they can get in on it too. But that's where it started. It was just a sign of respect. Most of the time that I've personally seen, people that are in motorcycle clubs, pagans, Hells Angels, stuff like that, aren't going to wave back. And some of your just regular Harley riders don't wave back. But most people, like I say, I say from a lot to most people, they always do. You know, unless it's something where both hands are on the steering wheel and you can't take your hand off, then most of the time just throw your head up. You know, you don't want to do something unsafe, taking your hands off the handlebars just away. But you know, if you're just going down the road and you got to change gears or something like that, most of the time people will wave. Sometimes they give you the peace sign, but most of the time it's the two finger down. I don't know who came up with that. You find all kind of answers. Most of the time that's what it is. I've seen a bunch of people on bikes today. So you may see it. Someone beats me. You may see it. I'll try to hold my head over that way so the camera will stay on them a little bit longer. I'll be able to see it. I'm sure I'll meet some people on motorcycles. It's a nice day. It's about 85 degrees and you can see the sun's out. So I'm sure I'll meet someone on a bike and I'm sure they'll wave. so you'll see what I'm talking about. Those of you that do ride, let me know. Drop down in the comment, tell me if you wave or not. Adjust this camera a little bit better. Seemed like it was probably facing down more than I wanted it to, but like I said, I can't really see. This town, for as small as it is, has got the most stinking stoplights there's ever been. It's so aggravating to drive through this town because every 30 seconds you're at another stinking stoplight. middle, the dotted white line there. Instead of staying in one lane or the other, just kind of go right between all the vehicles. That's what lane splitting pretty much means. It's probably not the exact definition, but that's the gist of it. Also, since you're giving me your opinion, in North Carolina, it is mandatory that you wear a helmet. So again, wherever you live, what do you think about that law? Is it mandatory where you are too? Should it be mandatory? Should it be left up to the person that rides? Just drop a comment and let me know. Can't believe that I've not met another motorcycle. I did see one, but he was in the far lane and there was a car in this left lane, and then there was a car in his other lane, so couldn't really see. This is where the worst part of the construction is. They have got, it's just crazy. They're putting not the best way to do it. The two lights that I had didn't have turn signals, so I just got used to using hand signals. But then when I got this one, I just never used them because I was just used to not. When I get home, I'm going to stop this video. I'm going to take this helmet off, and I'm going to make a short video showing my bike, and then I'll put that in front of the video that I'm filming now. So it'll just be one video. We'll see how that turns out. Serious about it out here. And then up here you'll see, well, there's the sign there, you'll see, and it goes down to 45. So a lot of times they'll sit right over here to the left in that little turnaround. So that way you were just going 55, so if you weren't paying attention to the 45, so they'll sit there. Almost home. I hope that you could hear some of this video other than when I was stopped. But like I said, this is a test. If this doesn't work, I'm going to put the sock on, try that. If that doesn't work, then I'll know that I just got to mute what the camera, what the GoPro picks up, and then just voice over and put, you know, music and stuff like that. So it's just a test. So you can guy there, he had his hands on the steering wheel, so he just threw his head back. I appreciate you coming along on this ride. I'm thinking you can probably hear me now, since I'm only going about 20. Appreciate you coming along on this ride. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. Share it. Someone you think might want to see some little bit of riding, a little bit of talking.
Remember, until next ride, keep the rubber side down, be blessed, and peace.